What is...
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
No, but seriously, what is a filter bubble? A filter bubble is the isolation that can occur when websites make use of algorithms to selectively assume the information a user would want to see. Websites can make these assumptions based on the information related to the user, such as former click behavior, which is also called cookies, browsing history, search history, and location. For that reason, the websites are more likely to present only information that is from the user's past computer history and past activity. A filter bubble therefore can cause users to get significantly less contact with contradicting viewpoints, causing the user to become intellectually isolated. And when opposing viewpoints are exposed to the individual, this can cause the user to lash out in aggressive manners and even cause violent actions. A similar concept is the echo chamber. The echo chamber is an environment in which a person encounters only beliefs or opinions that agree with their own, so that their existing viewpoints are reinforced and alternative ideas are not considered. It's like calling out to a cave and hearing your echo. The sound and words reverberate and travel back to you. This is also evident throughout the relationship of Kim and Kanye. As we all know, Kanye only really loves himself. In news media, echo chamber is a metaphorical description of a situation in which beliefs are reinforced by communication and repetition inside a closed system. By visiting an echo chamber, people are able to seek out information which reinforces their existing views, potentially as an unconscious exercise resulting in strong biased views, morals, and social interactions. Yes, Kim, that should concern you. What are the social dangers of the filter bubble? This can be compared to the effect of old media such as newspapers. Newspapers demonstrate a range of different viewpoints on contradicting points to what individuals believe. However, from the creation of new media such as Facebook and the impact of filter bubbles, this can result in a biased viewpoint. 67% of Americans get their news from Facebook. This can result in a bias and spread of fake news. As Obama once said, we retreat into our own bubbles, especially our social media feeds, surrounded by people who look like us and share the same political outlook and never challenge our assumptions. And increasingly, we become so secure in our bubbles that we start accepting only information, whether it's secure or not, whether it's true or not, and that if it fits our opinions, instead of basing our opinions on the evidence that is out there. The filter bubble tends to dramatically amplify confirmation bias in a way it's designed to. That was Obama's farewell speech, and honestly, it deserves a mic drop. Social media websites like Facebook may also present content in a way that makes it difficult for the user to determine the source of the content, leading them to decide for themselves whether the source is reliable or fake. For example, if a YouTuber is being paid to promote a tanning product, who knows if they even support the product? Look, I know, it's a lot to take in, but for the moment, let's look at ethical impacts of the filter bubble. Many people have debated the impact of filter bubbles on the recent US election and the Brexit vote. In both cases, large numbers of people were shocked by the outcome. Even those within political and journalistic worlds expected the inverse results. Democracy requires everyone to be equally informed, yet filter bubbles are distorting our ideas of the world. In a paper from Princeton University, Jacob and Sapiro revealed the extent of the influence on our voting. This is something that Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg has tried to play down, claiming that it only accounted for 1% of the overall Facebook news. Considering Facebook has nearly 2 million users, that's potentially a lot of false stories. It's proven enough of an issue that studies suggest many people have difficulty telling fake news from real news, and in weeks since the election, both Google and Facebook have made pledges to deal with the problem. While Zuckerberg may not think fake news and memes made a difference to the election, Facebook employee and Oculus VR founder Palmer Luckey certainly did. He was outed earlier this year for investigating more than $100,000 in a company that helped promote Donald Trump online through the proliferation of memes, inflammatory attack advertisements. He wouldn't have put in the effort if he thought it was worthless. Maybe Trump should be paid to support a tanning product. What are legal issues surrounding the filter bubble? The Facebook Cambridge Analytica data scandal was a major political scandal in early 2018 when it was revealed that Cambridge Analytica had harvested the personal data of millions of people's Facebook profiles without their consent, and used it for political advertising purposes. It has been described as the moment in that the public understood the importance of personal data. The illicit harvesting of personal data by Cambridge Analytica was first reported in December 2015 by Harry Davies, a journalist for The Guardian. He reported that Cambridge Analytica was working for the United States Senator Ted Cruz, using data harvested from millions of people's Facebook accounts without their consent. This resulted in a huge public outcry. More than $100 billion was knocked off Facebook's market, and politicians in the US and UK demanded answers from Facebook's CEO Mark Zuckerberg. The scandal eventually led him agreeing to testify in front of the United States Congress. What are positives of the filter bubble? Filter bubbles can form the ways racial, gendered, and class bias can be baked into algorithmic media. By simply following a hashtag, this can result in your newsfeed being flooded with only interactions to do with this hashtag you are following. This can be demonstrated through the algorithms played in the evolution of the Black Lives Matter movement. The Black Lives Matter movement was a movement exposing the systematic racism and violence against black individuals. This movement was created with help from the internet and resulted in worldwide recognition. The internet influences activism and political organization. Divisions of identity such as race, class, and gender are reproduced and reinforced technologically through the use of algorithms. Filter bubbles and algorithms are influencing the use of social media for positive reasons. Filter bubbles may alienate community groups but can also create brand new ones and bring unlikely individuals together. Through the Black Lives Matter movement, this allows new social groups and new identities in society to be formed and create a union of individuals that allows a voice through a social platform. So enough said, how can we avoid filter bubbles? One way we can avoid filter bubbles is to get rid of cookies. Another way is erase your web history. Tell all your social media favorites to keep data private. Remove your real birthday from social media. Turn off targeted ads. Go incognito or go anonymous. Thank you for taking the time to listen, and I hope you have a new understanding of filter bubbles.